Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murari He Nath Narayana Vasudeva Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murari He Nath Narayana Vasudeva Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murari He Nath Narayana Vasudeva Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murari He Nath Narayana Vasudeva Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murari He Nath Narayana Vasudeva Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murari He Nath Narayana Vasudeva Krishnaya Vasudevaya Haraye Paramatmane Pranatah Kleshanashaya Shri Govindaya Namo Namaha. With the grace of the Bhagwan Sri Krishna, divine knowledge of the Bhagavad Gita, and divine blessings from the Guru Maharaj, today we are going to understand chapter number 4, verses number 8 and 9. Very famous these verses which is Bhagwan Sri Krishna has told us, and we all of us know. Paritranaya sadhunam vinashaya cha dushkritam dharma sansthapanarthaya sambhavami yuge yuge Janma karma cha me divyam evam yo veti tattvataha tyaktva deham punarjanma naiti mameti sorjuna. When we say paritranaya sadhunam vinashaya cha dushkritam dharma sansthapanarthaya sambhavami yuge yuge. Many years ago, and even in fact in a lockdown, during this lockdown, 2020 lockdown, where everybody was doing nothing in the house. And our most senior people will remember, many years ago in 80s era, very famous TV serials used to come, it's called the Mahabharata. And it used to come in Delhi Doordarshan, means national television of the India. And during the lockdown, based on the public demand, they brought back that Mahabharata and Ramayana TV serial. And when this TV serial, because I remember we used to watch, it used to come every Sunday. When TV serial start, title is Yada Yada Hi Dharmasya Glanir Bhavati Bharata. When that part over and then this when Paritranaya Sadhunam. So this slok was emphasized more than the Yada Yada Hi Dharmasya. The singer was actually giving so much power of his heart and soul on this one, Paritranaya Sadhunam. It's remember in our mind. But because it was a musical cooperations and everything, we enjoyed it. But we did not understand the meaning of that. Paritranaya sadhunam vinashaya cha dushkritam. Then suddenly that shankh, dhol, nagara, everything. Dharma sansthapanarthaya sambhavami yuge yuge, sambhavami yuge. Nice fun, but if we understand this part, I'm telling you, paritranaya sadhuna. The main, and if I want to take it this way, okay, Bhagwan comes to protect the sadhu and then remove the papi and then done, finish. And every yug means every era I come to establish the dharma and then that is finished. That is a common understanding, everybody. So then we will wait for the Bhagwan to come. Let the pap karma to happen. But more in depth you do the research, then each word you understand nicely. Paritranaya sadhunam. Sadhu, who is the sadhu? Until we are not going to understand the definition of the sadhu, then we are not going to understand this sloka. Sadhu means, we say, those who are wearing this Bhagwa orange color cloth and white color clothes, and those who are giving, like sitting like us and giving a big lecture and follow the life of the simplicity and many other things to show off. Is that the sadhu? But the sadhu, definition of the sadhu, of the Bhagwan in life is, which I have explained in the past, what you do means nothing, how you do means nothing, but what intentional behind it, that is means lots than what you physically do. Bhagwan Sri Krishna telling Arjuna ki you kill the Bhishma Pitama, you kill the Duryodhana. Bhagwan Sri Krishna is telling to the Arjuna that you killed your own Guru Dronacharya. Hanumanji Maharaj went to the Lanka and burned down the entire Lanka. Atrocity. If you look at in our eyes, you're killing somebody. So what you do is one part. Second part, how you do. Now when you're killing to the Duryodhana, Dhritarashtra, Bhishma Pitama, Arjuna and many other Dronacharya, how are you going to kill? Then you're going to use the weapon. What weapon are you going to use it? Powerful weapon, Shastra. Because you are a warrior. But the subject is what intention is behind it. Intention is count more than what you do and how you do. That is called the sadhu. Giving a lecture on the sitting on a nice big chair, having a one AC this side, another AC that side, and those who listening the lecture, they only sitting without the fan in a 42-degree temperature, and telling them, live with the simplicity life. Where does it meet? So now you want to give a lecture to live the simple life, but you want to sit with the yes at a condition. Sadhu is not the sadhu. Intention is very important. Your intention is count more than your action. Bhagwan Sri Krishna went to protect the Draupadi. Bhagwan Sri Ram went to the Shabri. Bhagwan Sri Krishna went to the Vidur. Bhagwan Sri Ram welcomed to the Vibhishan. He was Divan. If you look at that brother of the Ram, Divan. Welcome with wholehearted. intention means. Your sadhuness is depend on what intention and with what intention what you doing. Does not means that I sit front of the Bhagwan every day 10 hours holding the mala. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudeva, Namo Bhagavate Vasudeva, Namo Bhagavate Vasudeva. Hey Bhagwan, mane lottery api do. Hey Bhagwan Mara, please make sure that my neighbor must get punished what he has stole the flowers from my garden. Hey? While holding the mala, please Bhagwan, please protect my shoes outside the mandir. Hey Bhagwan, please do this, please do. But we holding the mala. So your external appearance is look like that you are doing the mala. But what is your intention is? These are all these things. Can we count ourselves as a sadhu? Paritranaya sadhunam. Now, next line. Vinashaya cha dushkritam. Now what is the dushkrit? Now this way we go wrong here basically. We said Bhagwan will come when the extreme path will increase. Arey bhai Bhagwan, let Bhagwan to do his job. Vinashaya cha dushkritam. So where is the papkar? So problem starts with when we look, somebody is sitting there. And if that person doing something wrong, and then we telling that this person is doing the pap karma, 110%, no doubt on it, we can tell like that. But our pap karma definition is, if I do, then I give a justification. But if you do, then there should be no justification. You are a papi. If I lie, then I have a 10 reason to lie. But if you lie to me, you should not lie to me. Our definition of the pap karma is changed. The day we as a human has started justifying our wrongdoing, that is the day we have increased our dushkrutya. Dushkrutya means sin, pap karma. Leave what others doing. That is, if that person that person lied to you is fine. He or she also will have a justification, like you have. I steal that things because I wanted to. A nice story came in my mind, and I have told many times, but occasionally. There was one forest. In the one forest, the sadhu always travels, means divine personality, sages. And one tribal hunter, which is, they always rob the people, So appear in front of these sages and said, give us whatever you want, whatever you have it. Sages says, we don't have anything to give you. He says, no, I'm going to kill you if you're not going to give me. Then sages says, okay, we're going to give you lots of luxury, jewelry. But one thing you give us a reason why you're doing these things. And then that hunter says, now I'm doing to feed my children, family, and all those things. Okay. You're doing that. Now just go back home and tell them that you are giving them a food by robbing the 10 people. And if tomorrow I get caught by the police, are you all going to become with me in a jail to face the punishment? Just go ask this question to your family. You're giving a justification why you're doing a wrong work. He said, okay. He went home, asked his family, I'm doing this. Family says, no, we never told you to do these things. Your duty to give us the food. How you giving is not our problem. Whichever way we didn't say that you must steal the money. You can do the hard work, you can cut the tree, sell the wood and bring the food on our plate. Because you don't want to do the hard work, you looking the easiest way. Now you're giving us, you making us your reason, but we can't come to jail with you. And that day that person opened the eyes. Wrongdoing have no justification. Bottom line. You doing, you have to pay for it. And this is a judiciary tells, not me. No matter how much argument you give it, like say for example, recently in South Africa we have seen that case where the 800 million stories happen. Was 14 million. That girl, 14 million, whatever amount is. And then she spent 800,000 rand in various things and then gave it to the families and everything. But who is in prison? She is the one in prison. No, wherever she gave money, whoever she gave the money, they are nowhere. Subject is any pap karma we do, there is no justification. And this is what Bhagavan Sri Krishna says, Vinashaya cha duskritam means that in our mati, in our buddhi, in our body, there is a lot of wrong perceptions about it, the pap karma. And then Bhagavan comes through this kind of the lecture and Bhagavad Gita to clear our doubt and make us dharma sansthapanarthaya. Bring the dharma means the right path in our life through the right personality and right person in our life. And for that, Bhagavan Sri Krishna says, Sambhavami yuge yuge, each and every era, I will be there. What is I will be there means ke? Does not means ke Bhagavan has to be physically here. The message of the Bhagavan is very important for us to understand. Then the Bhagavan himself. And I always says, Bhagavan don't need to come here. We are not ready to accept and see the Bhagavan and understand the Bhagavan in our life. We are not ready. Our humans, brain in particular in a Kali Yuga time, it was in a Satyuga and Dwapar and Treta. Let me tell you, Papa Karma was every time. If he says, Satyuga was the full of the Punyashali Atma, so then what Ravan was doing that time? If everybody was Punyashali, then why Vishwamitra Rishi has to come to Dashrath palace to tell Bhagwan to Dashrath Raja, that I'm taking your 2 kids to protect our ashrams and everything, if everything was good that time? If everything was good into the Dwapar and Treta Yuga, so why this Draupadi Chirharan happened? If everything was good that time, then why this the Vibhishan was being actually thrown out from the own palace, own kingdom? If everything was good, then why the Prahlad was going to get killed by his own father? If everything was good, then why the Kans wanted to kill his own nephew? If everything was good that time, then why Shishupal was rude towards his own cousin brother? If everything was good, then why Kaurav and Pandav was fighting? Those are the cousin brother, one blood. If everything was good, then why Shakuni was doing and what he was doing into her sister house instead of staying into the Gandhar Pradesh? Nothing was right that time too. Even Bhagavan was present right there. Ram, Krishna, Narsingh Avatar, whatever it is, name we can mean. Nothing was right. And nothing is right too. Let me tell you, nothing is right too as well. Without pap, how are you going to understand what is the punya? If you don't have a rotten apple, how are you going to value the good quality apples? Something we have created misperceptions that Kali Yuga is the bad, but where the Bhagavan Sri Krishna says Kali Yuga is a good. Amongst all the four, Kali Yuga is a good. If you accept it, the problem is if we accept it and if we want a Kali Yuga to be utilized in our upliftment. And how? So then stay away from the sin. Sin means ke papa karma. Papa karma means ke giving a justification of the wrongdoing. Wrong is wrong, right is right. That's the bottom line. Remember one thing. Surya is Surya, Chandra is Chandra. The moon cannot give us a brightness into the sunlight. That's the bottom line. Moon have its own place, sun have its own place. Moon is bright in the night, sun is bright into the day. So that's black and white. So right is right, wrong is wrong. No justification. Now who will be decide that this is a right and this is a wrong? So let me tell you. You don't need anybody's certificate. You are a wrong person or you are a right person. Honestly, I'm saying. Why are we looking the certificate to get recognized by I am a good person? No. The day, this is I have told many times. The day we do the papa karma, then in English it says guilt. Gujarati says paschatap. Guilt will come in the bottom of the heart. The day the guilt part come in the bottom of the heart, that means you must understand today you have done anything wrong to anybody. Yourself too. And if you do the good karma, then the joyful environment, this little bit glow on your face automatically come without asking. That means you have done satisfactory good work. That means you are the one who have to give a certificate to yourself, papa karma and punya karma. Vinashaya duskrutam. The duskritya, sitting inside, encouraging us, do more, do more, do more. Little compromise of the pap karma encourages, okay, I have done these things, like, you know what, if the person have a diabetes, or blood pressure or something. When first time when the doctor tells, you got diabetes, get scared. I got diabetes. Then start doing the research. What I can eat, what I cannot eat, what I can drink, what I cannot drink. How much level of the sugar I must eat. How many teaspoons must I use it? What food contain the sugar? And all those diet lists we prepare. And then we start follow very strictly, nicely. No, I got diabetes. We 100 people, I got diabetes. No, I can't take. No, sorry, I can't take. Then after One day, in small family get-together, one person who got diabetes and said, "Nah, I'll take it, man. Take it. Small piece of the chocolate will not make any difference. It's fine. What level is your diabetes?" "Now my one is number 5. Arey bhai, I'm number 7, but I'm eating chocolate." "What to do?" "Nothing. I take one insulin extra. Finished. Done. I'm in front of you." That's where the compromise starts. Oh, if that person number 7 is having a one insulin extra and is fit, I'm in number 5. Let me take small piece of the chocolate. That small piece of the chocolate takes you from number 5 to number 7 to number 9. You don't even realize that part. And then from 1 to 2, 2 to 3, 3 to 4 insulins a day, but you're still taking insulin. No, I'm fine. And then you will be in the category to tell somebody, I'm a number 9, but I'm fit. What you do? The person who got diabetes starting, what you do? No, I'm taking 5 insulins a day. Arey Bhagwan. Why must we compromise in the first place? That exactly we do in a papa karma. When we compromise in a small things, say, now let me do it. If that person is doing, let me do it. He or she can survive, let me also do it. Then it's become a habit. And then it's become a routine. Then it's become a norm. Then it's become a normal. And then it's become a part of the life. Okay, so what if I speak 1 lie or 10 lie? So what? If I speak 100 lies, it's fine. It's lie is lie. I have started, finished, carry on. But not realizing that we are increasing the level of the papa karma from small compromising to leading towards the big papa karma, motta. All the corrupt people, if you go to the history of them, corruption history, and then if you ask from where you started, they will say, I started to stealing a one piece of the paper from my office. Then I was starting from one piece to, I was starting to taking the one box. Then from one box, then I decided to, why must I get one box? Then I contacted the supplier. Half a truck come to my house. Then I decided to contact the manufacturer. So not even half, only 10% go to the office and 90% come to my office. But started from the one piece of the paper. And because it's become a norm for you, it's fine, it's carry on. Anything you do, any papi, karma, when somebody go to the court into any kind of the case, criminal case, the first question judge will ask, is this your first one? And if you said yes, then judge says, I'm giving you another opportunity, sending you to rehab. Not in a prison, to correct yourself. But if that rehab, if you correct yourself, then you're not going to go into the criminal way. But if you come next time to me, then I'm going to send you prison. Why? Because the first time you maybe make a mistake, but next time you are a criminal. So even by mistake, if you do the papa karma, first time, stop it there. But if you say, no, I let me do second time, let me do third time, let me do fourth time, but not realizing that each and every time you increasing your punishment. Your punishment and increasing your papa karma. That's why Bhagavan says, Vinashaija dushkrutam, I want to kill your papa karma from the roots, which is sitting in your brain. તમે પેલું module, have you seen the module of the brain? કેવું દેખાય? મગજ કેવું દેખાય? ગૂંચવાળું દેખાય? All complicated, So many wires inside. And if that one wire connect with the wrong things, and then finish, fuse. We must try to understand is reading the Bhagavad Gita, following the path of the righteousness. That's why Bhagavan Sri Krishna says, I started with that. What you do is not important. How you do is not important. But what intention is behind it, that is very important. Our intention should be sattvic, not a rajasic and a tamasic. Sattvic intention lead us towards the punya karma. Despite the physical action maybe his appearance to be like wrong, but lead us towards the punya karma. That's why I gave example. Bhagavan Sri Krishna telling Arjuna to kill his own guru, Dronacharya. Why? No matter who is front of you, if the person is wrong, finish, that's it, bottom line. Bhishma Pitamaha, eldest person into the entire war zone. Eldest person in the entire war zone. We're talking about the senior citizens. Respect. Krishna Bhagavan was giving enough respect to the Bhishma Pitamaha. But when the war get over, in the evening when they sit in the camp, now you Bhishma Pitamaha. But when you in a battlefield, you standing with the culprit of the wrongdoing. So now you cannot be a Bhishma Pitamaha. Differences we need to be start understand. We're mixing our life too much. And that is why we encouraging to wrong people to do the more and more wrongdoing by supporting. Everybody. Sometimes people take advantage of them situation and circumstances. We understand Bhishma Pitamaha had his own vow taken, so he was okay, it's fine. But Kripacharya and Dronacharya? Kripacharya was Kul Guru. He was supposed to stand up and tell, this is wrong means ke wrong. Dronacharya, he is a guru. He is supposed to be stand up. But they both was under obligation. Karna, another character, under obligation. When you become a neutral, it was a Vidur who was the neutral person, says, no, finished, done. You wrong means you wrong, I'm not going to stand with you. Neither I'm going to come into the war, or nor I'm going to support in this kind of the wrong things what you're doing. That's why Bhagavan Sri Krishna went to the Vidur house. Why didn't went to the Dronacharya house? Why didn't went to the Kripacharya house? Leave Duryodhana out. Leave Dhritarashtra out. Dronacharya, Kripacharya was sadhu. We talk about in these days sadhu who moving around, sages and everybody running the ashrams and everything. Why Krishna Bhagavan didn't went to Dronacharya, Kripacharya house and went to the Vidur house? Because Vidur stand for the right things, irrespective what it is. Vidur Mati, Buddhi was very clean and pure. His action was maybe against what we look outside. When this Mahabharata started, and then always we look but that is a television, so entertainment purpose, sometimes they make it some different complications, but anyway. Subject is, when this whole Mahabharata was going on, and then during that lockdown, there was a lot of people talk about it, because they see in television, so let's talk about it, and said, okay, it was Vidur who has caused this war. Somebody was telling me, it was Vidur who has caused this war. And I said, okay, what is the reason behind it? He said, the first place, the Vidur, like Dhritarashtra and Pandu, there is a two brother. Dhritarashtra was blind and Pandu was sick. So before Pandu got sick, they both brother went to the ashram to get educated, study. Now when they came, now who can be a king of the kingdom? So according to the law of the king ruling, your first child is your successor of the king, irrespective what. But in this case, the first child was blind, Dhritarashtra. So that when this discussion was going on, royal family discussion which we described, so then Vidur said, the niti means the idealism and what the ideal king should be. So the king cannot be a blind. King has to be perfect to sit into the position. Despite having a 99 good quality of the Dhritarashtra, but he is a blind. So he cannot become a king. And under that rule, the kingdom was given to the Pandu. So that's where in this modern logic people tells me that Vidur was wrong. Then I said, okay, why he was wrong? Because after the what second sequence happened? The second sequence happened is that Pandu got sick. So then he left the kingdom and he made Dhritarashtra as the caretaker king. Not official king, but as a caretaker king. And then Pandu went into the forest. Now technically who is the king? Blind king is running the kingdom. So why didn't Vidur made him first place in the king? If we ask logically, apply that, say no, so what wrong? But forgetting that, he said caretaker king. Means caretaker king have a, acting president, have a limitation to take the decisions. Not a fully applying, not a fully decision maker personality. Condition was when the Pandu children come. So obviously who will be the first child of the Pandu will be a successor of the kingdom. Now here, Duryodhana also got children. Dhritarashtra also got children. So now Duryodhana is the first child, and this side is Yudhishthira is the first child. But the one is a caretaker king, and another was official king. Now who will be the king? So when this discussion was going on again in royal family, who will be the successor? So then decided, okay, let's have a fair competition between the brothers, and then final decision will come. Whoever will be powerful, the people will judge. when they finished their education and they came. And then competition happened, and in the competition, after all those parameters was checking and declaration come, that Yudhishthira is the right person to become a king of the kingdom. So where the Vidur stories comes in after that. But they still sitting with the mindset, no, Vidur did wrong thing in the first place. And till the last of this, Dhritarashtra was the caretaker king. But conspiracy start, conspirator cannot be a king. And blind king means blind, he was blind, cannot see how the Shakuni is ruining his own child life. That's why I am saying, Vinashaya Duskritam, Mati Buddhi, there is a lots of Shakunis and mantras and everybody can change your mind. So we have to be very strong in our life. The day you feel guilt, you did the pap karma, bottom line is that one. And then, Dharma Sansthapanarthaya Sambhavami Yuge Yuge. Yuga means era. Era means for us is every day is a one era. We don't know what will happen tomorrow morning. So today is my one era. Tomorrow is another era. Means every day to protect your dharma, our dharma. What is the dharma? Dharma means am I doing my duties rightly? Am I fulfilling my responsibility rightly? Am I doing everything what's supposed to be? That is the dharma. And if we're doing, then it's fine. Then nothing to worry, nothing to be scared. But the fear comes when we get fearful. What does anxiety means? Is fear. Anxiety means the fear. So from where the fear comes? Why we have to get fear? Because if we know that we have done something wrong. And we have a fear that will be surfaced one day. And then when we see with our eyes, 10 days later, 20 days later, 15 days later, this is going to be surfaced. So 10 days ago, that anxiety means fear start killing our all intelligence, intellectuals and everything. And then we become a blind. We don't see anything else because we know that is coming. Anxiety. It was Dhritarashtra anxiety where whole night before the war he could not sleep. And there too he cannot take part in a war, but he wants to see everything. Then Bhagavan Sri Krishna says, no problem Dhritarashtra, you are a blind, no problem. No, આપણે Parshuram. You are a blind is no problem. I will give you a Divya Chakshu. But it was Dhritarashtra, the anxiety. He said, please don't give me. Why? Because his son and his children are going to get killed. Irrespective what. They're going to get killed. And I don't want to see that with my eyes. Give that eyes live broadcasting rights to the Sanjay, not to me. While we giving you a facility here, you are the solely copyright person, you can get live broadcasting exclusively. Those days, exclusively Dhritarashtra, we are giving you a tender. Exclusive tender, see live war from the battlefield. But Dhritarashtra knows that I can't see my child get killed. So then what he did, he passed his tender to Sanjay, and only he listened what he wants to listen, not what Sanjay wants to tell. To just give a satisfaction letter but in a mind, I am okay. Sanjay tells every second live commentary, you know what, we all watch sports and we only listen what we want to listen. When our batsmen don't hit the six, And then commentator says, oh, this batsman is gone, weak, and this, and આ લોકો વાતો કરે છે. We ignore the commentary of the commentator and we become a commentator. Spectator become a commentator, but commentator who's sitting in the commentary box, they got a more experience than you and me. Commentator who sit in the commentary box for any sports, who they are? They are ex-sports person. They have played the sport in them live, on the ground, experience what that player is doing, and that is why they become a commentator. But we are the spectator, we don't want to listen. The moment our favorite sport player get criticized, we don't want to listen. Similar situation was a Dhritarashtra. The moment something goes wrong, he switch off his mind. Sanjay, you can carry on. The moment he sees something is happening, oh, Duryodhan killed that one. Oh, my son did that one. Are Bapa mukne bhai. Dharma sansthapanarthaya. And this is what Vidur explained to him. Please don't do this one, but Dhritarashtra is Dhritarashtra. That's why Bhagavan Sri Krishna says, Paritranaya sadhana. If you are a sadhu, means if your action, your intentions, and your karma is like pure, means ke sattvic, I will be there for you. The day you go against it, thank you very much. No matter either you Dronacharya, Krupacharya, Bhishma Pitamaha, or Karna, no matter who you are, you have to face to me. And that's the bottom line. Next week we will continue to understand more about it. Krishnaya Vasudevaya Hare Paramatmane Pranatah Kleshanashaya Sri Govindaya Namo Namaha. Sri Krishna Govinda Hare Murari He Nath Narayana Vasudeva. Sri Krishna Govinda Hare Murari He Nath Narayana Vasudeva. Sri Krishna Govinda Hare Murari He Nath Narayana Vasudeva. We'll do the Aarti now. सांझ पड़े दिनयाथ में चकवाह चकवीरोय चलो चकवाह क्या जय सांझ पड़े मत रोय गौरी पूछे गोरिया कौन भले रो देश संपत होय तो घर भला नहीं तो भलो परदेश तिमिर गयूं रवि देखता कुबुद्धि गई गुरु ज्ञान संपत गई अति लोभ से भक्ति गई अभिमान अभिमानी कुंजर भयो लियो अपने सिर भार ताके जमरा कूट से जमलो डुगड़े लुहार. श्री राधे कृष्ण भगवान की जय. ओम जय काना काला प्रभु जय काना काला मीठी मोरलीवाड़ा मीठी मोरलीवाड़ा गोपीना प्यारा. ओम जय काना काला कामण गारा कान कामण बहुकीदा प्रभु कामण बहुकीदा माखन चोरी मोहन
પણ ચોરી મોહન ચિત ચોરી લીધા. ઓમ જય કાના કાળા નંદ જશોદા ઘેર વૈકુંઠયું તાર્યું પ્રભુ વૈકુંઠયું તાર્યું. કાલિયા મર્દન કીધું કાલિયા મર્દન કીધું ગાયો ને ચારી. ઓમ જય કાના કાળા ગુણ તણા તુજ પાર કે મેં નહીં આવે પ્રભુ કે મેં નહીં આવે. નેતિ વેદ પુકારે નેતિ વેદ પુકારે ભૂમિક સંગાવે. ઓમ જય કાના કાળા ઓમ જય કાના કાળા પ્રભુ જય કાના કાળા. મીઠી મોરલી વાળા મીઠી મોરલી વાળા ગોપીના પ્યારા. ઓમ જય કાના કાળા ઓમ જય કાના કાળા ઓમ જય કાના કાળા. કપૂર ગૌરમ કરુણાવતારમ સંસાર સારમ ભુજગેન્દ્રહારમ સદા વસંતમ હૃદયારવિંદે ભવમ ભવાની સહિતમ નમામિ. મંગલમ ભગવાન વિષ્ણુ મંગલમ ગરુડધ્વજ મંગલમ પુંડરીકાક્ષ મંગલાય તનો હરિ. સર્વમંગલ માંગલ્યે શિવે સર્વાર્થ સાધિકે શરણ્યે ત્રંબકે ગૌરી નારાયણી નમોસ્તુતે નારાયણી નમોસ્તુતે નારાયણી નમોસ્તુતે. શ્રી રાધે કૃષ્ણ ભગવાન કી જય. જલેન શીતલીકરણમ કુર્યાત. દેવતાનામ અભિવંદનમ સ્થાપિત દેવતાભ્યો નમઃ. નિરાંજનમ સમર્પયામિ નિરાંજનમ સમર્પયામિ નિરાંજનમ સમર્પયામિ નિરાંજનમ સમર્પયામિ નિરાંજનમ સમર્પયામિ નિરાંજનમ સમર્પયામિ. આરાર્તિક્યમ 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 સમર્પયામિ. યશ આરોગ્ય પ્રાપ્તિ અર્થે સ્વાત્માનામ અભિવંદનમ. પાત્રાદ ભૈઃ હસ્તમ પ્રક્ષાલ્ય શ્રીરામચંદ્ર કૃપા ભજ મનહરન ભવ ભયદારુણમ. નવકંજલોચન કંજમુખ કંજપદ કંજારુણમ કંદર્પય ગણિત અમિત છવિ નવનીલ નીરજ સુંદરમ. પટપીતમાનૌ તડિત રુચિ શુચિનૌ મિજનક સુતાવરમ શિરમુકુટ કુંડલ તિલક ચારુ ઉદાર અંગ વિભૂષણમ. આજાનુભુજ સર ચાપધરુ સંગ્રામજિત ખરદુ ભજુ દીન બંધુ દિનેશદા નવદૈત્ય વંશ નિકંદનમ. રઘુનંદયાનંદ કંદ કૌશલ ચંદ્ર દશરથ નંદનમ. ઇતિ વદિત તુલસીદાસ શંકર શેષ મુનિ મનરંજનમ. મમ હૃદય કુંજ નિવાસ કુરુ કામાદિખલદલ રંજન. સિયાવર રામચંદ્ર ભગવાન કી જય. રાધે કૃષ્ણ ભગવાન કી જય. ગણપતિ મહારાજ કી જય. વિઘ્નેશ્વરાય વરદાય સુરપ્રિયાય લંબોદરાય સકલાય જગદ્વિતાય નાગાનનાય શ્રુતિયજ્ઞ વિભૂષિતાય ગૌરીસુતાય ગણનાથ નમો નમસ્તે. ગણપતિ મહારાજ કી જય. ઉમાપતિ મહાદેવ કી જય. શ્મશાનેશ્વા ક્રીડા સ્મરહર પિશાચા સહચરા સ્થિતા ભસ્માલેપમ સૃગપિનુકરોટી પરિકરમ. અમંગલ્યમ શીલમ તવ ભવતુ નામેવમખિલમ તથાપિ સ્મર્તॄણાં વરદ પરમં મંગલમસી. ઉમાપતિ મહાદેવ કી જય. રાધે કૃષ્ણ ભગવાન કી જય. કૃષ્ણ કનૈયાલાલ કી જય. બાલકૃષ્ણ ભગવાન કી જય. શાંતાકારમ ભુજગશયનમ પદ્મનાભમ સુરેશમ विश्वाधारं गगनसदृशं मेघवर्णं शुभांगं लक्ष्मीकान्तं कमलनयनं योगिभिर्ध्यानगम्यं वन्दे विष्णुं भवभयहरं सर्वलोकैकनाथं वसुदेवं सुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुम् आकाशात् पतितं योऽयं यथा गच्छति सागरं सर्वदेवो नमस्कारं केशवं प्रति गच्छति मुखं करोति वाचालं बङ्गुलङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपात्वमहं वन्दे परमानन्दममाधवं त्वमेव माताश्च पिता त्वमेव बन्धुश्च सखा त्वमेव विद्या द्रविणं त्वमेव सर्वं मम देवदेवं गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरं गुरुर्साक्षात् परब्रह्म तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः असद्गिरिसमं शातकज्जलं सिन्धुपात्रे सुरतरुवर्षाखालेखनी पत्रमुरवी लिखति यदि गृहीत्वां शारदा सर्वकालं तदपि तव गुणानाम् ईशपारं न याति। राधे कृष्ण भगवान की जय। जय 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 जगदम्बे आद्य शक्ति भवानी माम्बे मात की जय। नमो देव्यै महादेव्यै शिवायै सततं नमः। नमः प्रकृत्यै भद्रायै नियता प्रणतास्मतां विद्युद्दाम समप्रभां मृगपतिं कन्धस्थितां भीषणां कन्याभिकरवालखेटविलस हस्ताभिरासेवितां हस्तैश्चक्रधरालिखेटविशिखां श्चापं गुणां तर्जनीं बिभ्राणां मण्डलात्मिकां शशीधरां दुर्गां त्रिनेत्रां भजे दुर्गां त्रिनेत्रां भजे दुर्गां त्रिनेत्रां भजे। अम्बे मात की जय। आशापुरी मात की जय। महालक्ष्मी मात की जय। राधे कृष्ण भगवान की जय। कृष्ण कन्हैया लाल की जय। बालकृष्ण भगवान की जय। उमापति महादेव की जय। गणपति महाराज की जय। ओम नमः पार्वती पते हर हर महादेव हर। ओम नमस्ते हमारा हो प्राणदाता नमस्ते हमारा पिता माता भ्रात नमस्ते महादेव जोड़ित हस्ते नमस्ते प्रभु जी नमस्ते नमस्ते नमस्ते। जय श्री कृष्ण।